One thing I forgot to mention, I still did not kill Sophia, so that will now influence the ending that I get. Let's take a look. That chip damage is like comical.
To the grand cousin of the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you.
Do you think I could do sufficient damage before it gets an attack off? That is a load of damage.
You have gone astray.
Okay, new attack. No, maybe not. It can run now. I'm a little concerned. Fool.
Your freedom is not for you.
You're trying now? I'm still waiting for it to start throwing something.
Your father wants to resort to the lash.
Do your fury attack. Oh my god. Do your fury attack, please. Oh. Oh no. That was my big chance.
If you can't find those men, I'll make you into a
That shift damage, though.
myself.
Fool. So easy. What an easy boss. This actually is surprisingly easy, despite the heavy damage it does. It has a little bit of the reach with a secondary swing. Okay. That's a new one.
If only I had spent more time with you. If only I had read you your favorite book. Son.
1, 2.
Forgive me, Carlo. Please regain your memories.
Okay. One hit from that thing is just a nightmare. I'm taking this extremely slowly, but you get the idea. Oh, I have an idea. We'll see if I can execute it. I just gotta be careful of the super attack. But I do have the potential to be very funny.
No. This can't be. Come back to me.
See that? Halfway, baby. Okay. That is a load of damage. Goodness gracious. Don't make me waste my stamina. However. Oop. I got greedy, Martin. This is what happens when you get greedy. You fool, you utter buffoon. What the hell? Let me do the move. Thrust. Thrust. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay. Boom, boom. Man, I felt that rumble. What? You healed? You punk. That's not fair. Only the protagonist is allowed to do that. Just for that. Just for that. How do you like me now? Want to see me do it again? Sure, they can resist my initial string attack, but can they resist my super crushing move? I ask you. I gotta be careful though, because I don't have any pulse cells left. Do your fury attack. Let me get the stagger. Oh my god. Actual nightmare situation, but I have my pulse cell back, so joke's on you. Oh no! I got greedy Martin! Actually scary, but... Fool! Whoop! Second try. Whew. I hope this isn't phase 2, because if it is, I'm gonna panic. You've got no strings on you? Guess I'll die. Guess I'll die. I thought that was too easy.
You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Oh my god! Wow, alright. Nice. It is time for me to show you how utterly stupid the Frozen Feast is. Now sure, the swing is really slow, as you can plainly see, but once you see the damage, the stun, even the Fable recovery, the cost to awaken it isn't so bad once you keep making your Fable back. Case in point. Also, because of my P-Organ upgrade, I can simply block Fury attacks now. Am I cool yet? Fool. How many times did I hit him? 10 or fewer?
How dare you? You're just a puppet.
Exciting. That's enough. If you're just gonna miss, I'm okay with that. Probably better that didn't hit me. What an engaging fight. Yes. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's over. Oh. Wow.
Were you going to destroy Carlos? You're just a useless puppet.
Oh boy. That's a downer of an ending. I mean, I didn't kill all my friggin' friends, but Geppetto's dead. Oh, you suck. That's the end. But you know what?
Final report on the Crot experiment.
You certainly took your time, Parasite.
Oh, we've seen this.
Your findings?
I think we have a new brother. A new type of humanity, so to speak.
There are many forms of eternal life.
It's intriguing. And
Yeah, he
worth
says the
further
same thing.
observation.
It's fine. Alright. I will not start the next playthrough yet. We'll do a victory lap in the hotel where our friends have not been replaced by puppets. Incidentally... Oh yes, I did do another playthrough where Belle lives. But incidentally, I said that everyone else was transformed, she probably escaped. That might possibly not be true. She could have just been killed and not replaced. Every single puppet had said, your wish is my command, Master Carlo. What is it you want to do? Belle is the only character where it would not make sense to say that. She's the only character in the hotel who has no practical gameplay function. Puccinella and Polendina can sell me things. Hugo, the treasure guy, can sell me things. Eugenie can do weapons. Even Vignini can change my grindstone. Not that I need him to do that anymore. I can use the Stargazer. It's only Belle who has nothing but dialogue. So who knows? Now, let's see what people have to say.
You have been such a great help to Master Vanini. I will do my best to be of assistance in return.
Okay.
You have been such...
This great disaster, the Krat crisis, has left no one unaffected. But it's over now, thanks to you. We are all in pain. We're all hurting. But now it's time to begin healing. I will do everything I can to help. Together, compagno, I think we really can make Krat, if not the entire world, a better place.
Okay.
You're always welcome here.
Actually, I'll let him say that again. He says it a little bit differently this time.
You're always welcome here, friend. How can I help?
Okay. Eugenie?
So much has happened. It's bewildering. But it feels like there is hope. Even here in godforsaken Krat. It's all because of you. So thank you. Though I suspect you haven't told me everything.
Speaking of not telling her everything, there's actually an alternate way to tell her the truth at the end of her story. If you did not find the cryptic vessel that reveals that she's Alidoro's sister, if you just don't know that information, then when she asks for the truth, your truth option is the real Alidoro was killed by the fake one. And she says, oh, if I'd known that I would have killed him myself, etc., etc. So it's the truth, but it's not the full story.
I just want safety for everyone at the hotel, at least. That's why I should make sure you're well armed. If you need anything, just ask.
It's crazy how much there is to do in the post-game, but you have to not select start a new game right from beating it. I did that the first time. So I actually beat the game again to get the bad ending again. So this is my third playthrough. Which means, by the way, that the Frozen Feast was that good against a New Game Plus Super Final Boss.
Welcome to Hotel Krat. How may I be of service?
That is unfortunate. Regardless of what you do, he erases his own memories. Sorry, buddy. Belle?
I've made up my mind. I am going to keep living to honor Atkinson's sacrifice. Someone needs to tell everyone out there what happened in Krot. I'm gonna look for a way out again. Thanks for all your help. I hope Krot finds fortune soon. I've made up my mind.
Okay. Only 2 things left to check. One of them I suspect is going to be the same. I'm going to go to Giangio's place, or should I say Paracelsus's place, but I think the letter is going to be identical. Okay. The last thing I think I will do then is check Geppetto's office. He's not going to have a letter congratulating me on my great job. That's how you complete his quest. You actually have to choose, no, I don't want a new game plus, in order to complete Geppetto's quest. But I've done that now. So let's see if there's anything in here. My guess is no. Nope, quest unfulfilled. But of course the trophy I did get was for the ending. Which means I gotta start a new game. Well, before I do, I wouldn't want to forget this. I'll talk to Hugo and collect my reward. That's right. He's not a robot now, but he's also not wearing his mask. He's wearing Alidoro's mask.
Oh, did I scare you? It's me, Hugo. This whole thing has inspired me. I'm going to try to be the Alidoro of a new generation. I will also keep looking for the relic's true owner. Check in with me anytime.
What a guy.
A great weapon calls for a great... Sorry, no, pronouncements aren't my thing. As always, prove that you're worthy.
Now, I could get a trophy right now for getting the final weapon, but I'm not going to. I'm going to get a trophy that will allow me to play the game better, because I have to go through it one more time and beat the Nameless Puppet one more time. Nameless Puppet's Ergo gets you the Piercing Hatred amulet, which weighs a ton. You are just immune to status ailments. It is unknown whether the Nameless Puppet had an ego. This is because multiple cores holding concentrated ergo were used to boost its firepower. If this puppet could feel only one emotion, it would be hatred. I'm afraid I'm just going to have to keep you in suspense for the final weapon. That's one trophy that I've sacrificed this playthrough, and you know what? I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm about to sacrifice one more. I'll see if Eugenie says anything about Hugo. I suspect not.
I just want safety for
Okay. Goodbye. And see you on the other side. I am now doing one final playthrough, and I've decided to tweak dialogue a little bit. I misled not Alidoro to the Venini works. I'm supposed to send him to Hotel Krot. This time, instead of misleading him again, where he says, "Nice try, I'm going to the hotel," I'll just come clean.
You? I didn't think... This place is crawling. Honor and trust, I'll never forgive you. But perhaps there's a shred of decency in you? So I'll ask again. Do you know of a safe place?
Yes, I do. I do.
You see? This is how we rebuild trust, you and I. I'll take another chance on you. I'm nothing if not magnanimous, you see? But beware. A hound's teeth are sharper than a sword. One bite is enough to take your life. You tricked me with your lie. you disappoint me. But I'm no stranger to beneficence, so I shall let it pass one more time. Know that even my forgiveness has its limits. Remember, the hound's fangs crave the traitor's neck. You tricked me with your...
Okay. Now let's see if he says anything when we're in the hotel. Let's see if he has anything new for us.
Oh, it's you. This hotel is indeed a refuge from the dangers of the outside world. I am the Hound, a descendant of the city's most aristocratic families. Repaying debts is what we nobles do. Anyone with a worthy spirit is especially welcome. Accordingly, I shall give you the honor of laying eyes upon my treasure. However, you must prove your worthiness. For this legendary treasure, the ego of a powerful enemy shall suffice. It's up to you if you want to make the exchange. Take your time to admire it. I've certainly done likewise.
Well, there you go. It looks like he's forgiven me, instead of giving me one more chance to redeem myself by maybe buying from him. Whew, glad that's covered. Be a shame they have to kill him later. I just beat the Brotherhood of the Black Rabbit in Malum District, and I never did this in my initial playthrough, but look at what happens if you talk to the merchant again.
Oh, you defeated the Black Rabbits? I sure wasn't expecting that. No more bosses means no more worries. Of course I'll open the shop for the guy who freed the Malum district. Take all the time you need.
I do rather like how he opens the shop to me no matter what. Either I flash him the sign, or he just lets me do it on the sly, but now he says, oh, it's officially open to you, I guess. Hooray for me, but I like that he's pleased that that gang is out of here. We're back in the hotel after having finished the Brotherhood of the Black Rabbit once and for all, and now I'm going to show you that thing that I told you about earlier. I'm going to explain to Eugenie what happened without having decrypted the vessel.
I heard a rumor from a... I don't know what to say. Honestly, I did think... I wonder what the
real one killed by the fake one. That is true, it's just not the whole truth, because even I don't know it yet.
The whole thing is hard to believe. How could the fake Alidoro harm the real one? I had my suspicions, though. He just seemed so much more vicious than the man who saved me. I guess I'll never know who the real hero was. I wanted to repay him, at least a little. Thanks for telling me, though. I know he's dead and at peace, so I can memorialize him. It's the least I can do.
Okay, that's a slightly different message from what I expected, because in this playthrough I lied to her and told her that the fake Alidoro liked her glove, but if I tell her the truth, she says, yeah, that seems weird, and she gets more and more suspicious, and then she has a much angrier message if I tell her that the real one was killed by the fake one, and that's when she says, damn, like, that fake guy, if I had known, I would have hit him over the head with one of my weapons myself, etc., etc. But we have a degree of difference here anyway. I am approaching endgame, but I have also reached the maximum level of humanity where it says your heart pounds. Let's investigate Spring, the cat, one more time. Oh, that's the best. That is well worth it. I love me some cats. Incidentally, there's something of a FromSoft connection here. I don't know if it was intentional. Maybe not. But this cat, Spring, is based on the game director's cat called Bomb Bomb, which, if I'm pronouncing that right, is Korean for spring. And the FromSoft connection is that the cat ring in Demon Souls has a picture of an actual cat that I think belonged to one of the game developers. But now that I have verified my maximum humanity, it is time to do something that I have been waiting to do for a very long time. We're going to go past Laxasia and meet Sophia's true form. Here it comes. to get the ending I'm going for, I need to do this and also have maximum humanity. Let's see what happens.
Save me. It hurts, please.
What will you do? Keep her alive, perhaps against her wishes, or give her peace? It's your call.
Give her peace.
Thank you. I was trapped for so long. So much torment. So much pain. Take my ergo. I will be with you to the very end.
My final look. And Shadowflower, the final record. I think of you while waiting in the rain. Take me away as I am exhausted in the dark. Shadowflower, the tears of the blue fairy locked in the glass birdcage. With this, I can show you two things. The first is, of course, to play the record. The very first one on the list. And with that, we have the Golden Melody Trophy. I have acquired and played every record. As you can see, I don't need to play it for very long for the achievement to pop, but I do need to listen to the entire thing if I want to go for humanity. The other thing I want to show you is something I actually discovered a while ago, but did not want to reveal because of a potential spoiler. You know how I was able to talk to Alidoro or Hugo on a New Game Plus and it revealed the Nameless Puppets stuff? I didn't want to give that away yet. Well, something similar happened when I used this chair. No real need to do the P organ. Level 7 or Phase 7 is as good as it's going to get. Plus 2 equipment is as good as it's going to get. But I know what change shape is for. Access saved shape memories on the device. Oops. Well, there you go. I can customize my look as I see fit. And the reason I didn't want to show this to you was that actually long gray hair was never an option, but I did have the option to go to long hair or short gray hair. That's interesting, so I suppose if I didn't have quite enough humanity, I could have had short gray hair if I didn't talk to Sophia and get the long. It's a cool look, honestly. But I'll do long just because I'm trying to maintain the look I've been carrying through, but that's pretty awesome. There we go, long gray hair. With this, I suppose I can prepare to beat the game and get the Nameless Puppets weapon, get any other trophies I've missed. I am quite excited. Speaking of which, why not? Why not? Next stop, Simon Manus, and then the Nameless Puppet. It is time for the moment of truth. I'm going to deny Geppetto my heart one last time.
I knew you could. I dreamed of this. You can be human again. I just need the if you give me. You have been. Give me your heart, son.
I refuse.
I believed you were well. But a father, in my own way. I'm disappointed in you. I didn't mean for this to happen. I believed you were a good boy. If you refuse, then I'll have to retrieve it myself. My son.
No kidding, the same ending? It just wasn't meant to be for Geppetto.
Were you going to destroy Carlos' heart?
Oh, that's different.
Sorry. Son.
Ooh, an epilogue scene.
It's so good to see you.
Rise of P. A clever pun. Are we dead? Well, I could always choose not to start a new game and play the post game. So I'll have to see how this works. I do approve, though, that in his last moments, Geppetto realized we weren't supposed to build up so we could be his son through personality transfer. We already were his son. And he turned a blind eye to it unconsciously, probably the whole time.
Experiment.
You certainly took your time.
I'm assuming this is the same.
Your findings?
I think we have a new brother.
Yeah, okay. Now, here's the scary part. Don't press X. I know I have to hold it, but let's just cancel. And now I'll make the rounds again, and get that platinum. I'll start with Belle. I don't think she's going to have anything for me.
I've made up my mind. Someone needs to tell everyone. Thanks for all your help.
Yeah, hopefully things turn out okay. I guess I'll level up really quickly, whatever. Don't mind my stats, it's fine. I know exactly what I'm doing. That's not worth it. Alright. Otherwise, Polendina?
Welcome, child.
Yeah, he was memory wiped. I guess we'll get one of our trophies right now.
Oh, did I? It's me, Hugo. This whole thing has. I will also keep looking.
It seems to be the same messages if you have a not miserable ending.
A great weapon called.
I like this guy. Anyway, let's get the final weapon in the game. Proof of Humanity. Link slash and grind. Slash an enemy in front of you, uses an extra Fable slot to slash up to 3 more times. Grind, increases critical hit chance temporarily. A giant scissor blade used by the nameless puppet. It is a double-edged sword that can end one's freedom, or grant it, by cutting the strings of manipulation. Puppets are tied to strings. Humans have cut their own strings. The boy made a choice, and became human. There we go. Next, we'll talk to our other friends and practice with the weapon.
You have been such a great help to Master.
This great disaster. We are all in. I will do everything I. You're always welcome here.
It's all the same, it seems.
So much has happened. But it's all because of you.
Oh.
I just want safety for. That's why I should make sure you're well off.
That is kind of funny. Her last line was, though I suspect you haven't told me everything, because I never did give her that letter from Alidoro. Alright. Let's try out the final weapon. This Frozen Feast, man. It really carried me through a lot of bosses. I beat the Brotherhood of the Black Rabbit on my first or second try for both fights. Anyway. Even, Simon Manus. On this 4th playthrough, I beat him on my second try. That's absurd. Oh! No way! This Bloodborne weapon, it turns into 2 swords? Alright. That's pretty good. Alright. Now for the Fable Arts. Ooh. And that's pretty great. I like it. Now I believe I have 2 more trophies to collect, other than the platinum, of course. I don't expect anyone else to be in the building. Geppetto is dead. Well, I'll be a nice guy and check for Giangio, but he doesn't have anything. This is Rosa Isabel Street. It's the other way. It's totally going to be that letter again. It has to be, but I'll just check for safety. You either get one of the two positive ends, or you get the massacre everybody ending. Unbelievable. It's the same. Right, that's the shop. Very well, two more things to do. One, I will check Geppetto's office for a trophy that I was not able to get in any other playthrough. And the last thing I'll do... Hey, look who's here. And the last thing I'll do is get a trophy that I suspect I could have done on any playthrough. I'm not 100% sure about a truth playthrough. But we have a message on Geppetto's desk, and it's not from Geppetto. Hey, good job. Be careful out there. No, Geppetto's dead. Which means... The Blue Butterfly's letter. Thank you for giving me a new life. The fact that an ergo puppet can have a second life and become another kind of human requires more time for people to find out about it. I don't think you need the it. Until then, I won't return to the hotel, but plan to stay at this place. Haha. The story of the Blue Butterfly. The Krat disaster has stopped. Still, there is the aftermath of the petrification disease on the puppets. Please heal the wounds for the people. You're the reason we have our freedom. Thank you so much. I'm grateful you freed me from my puppet strings. Does it say anything in the basic description? No. Now it's time to get the plat. And what better time than when we've gone as human as possible. We never were good at the piano, but look at it glow now. And there it is. Simply marvelous. With that, I have but one more thing to show you. Oh yeah, I didn't really go into this, but when you quit the game, where this heart is depends on where you are in the game. So sometimes you're in that living room, sometimes it's surrounded by flames. We're at endgame, so it's on that beach. But that's not what I wanted to show you. I beat the game. We have a gallery. All these characters. Zoom in, zoom out. Next. Right, we got all these characters. Even Jiminy. The little cricket on the lamp. Adorable. So a whole bunch of characters we can go through, which is fantastic. Even the minor characters. We got the adorable cat, which has a little pedestal with his name on it, which is just precious. It's kind of too bad, though. These are just statues. They don't move or anything, but still adorable. Monsters. There's more than you might think. Let me go get... Some of the carcass monsters are, like, genuinely unsettling. Oh, this does move? Are you kidding me? But this was that green monster in the swamp. Form 2. Yeah, this was a one-time enemy. Final bosses. I would like to look up the regular minor carrion enemies though, because when you see what's going on with their heads, it's genuinely creepy. Look at that nightmare. But then you have this, same thing. The ones born from the pods. This guy's head's split in half and tentacles are coming out of it. I never even noticed the head was just split in half. Well, that one that has just gone. Yeah, the gut one. Just a top jaw left. It's like the gaping dragon from Dark Souls 1. Its stomach is the jaw now. Everything is a mouth. Experiments. Where's the scorpion? Are we not doing every single enemy type in the game? Where's the giant scorpion one? It's not you. That's Victor. We might not have absolutely every single enemy type. Because I was looking for the giant scorpion enemy that every time you meet one, if it dies, it stays dead. But you can sort of see a human skull behind its scorpion head. It's really eerie. Weapons. A whole weapon gallery here. Gorgeous. Straight up art book material. Legion arms as well. That concludes the gallery. The different little modifications you can add to these things. And there you go. This was Lies of P. One of the best Souls-likes I've played. Also, one more little wink I'll give you. Pinocchio's real name is Carlo, named after Carlo Coyote, the author, but that was just a pen name. His real name was Carlo Lorenzini, whom Venini was named after. Lorenzini Venini. One more little wink and homage to the author. This is a brilliant game and I'm happy to have played it. Well, we have done it. We have beaten Lies of P, and what an experience it was. We got Platinum, we saw almost everything there was to see in the game. Weapons, amulets, conversation options. It's just been brilliant. And I have to say, I really enjoy the respect and connection this game pays to the original written Pinocchio. It's clearly an adaptation, and not one-to-one, of course. But I like the ways they interpreted the characters. For example, the fox and the cat. I believe they were just outright conmen in the original story. But here, the cat character actually is going blind and really does need help with that, and the fox and the cat are being con artists to help the cat. It's for that purpose. They're liars with hearts of gold, kind of, even if they are mainly out for themselves. And then you have Geppetto just being the secret villain of the whole game, and yet he really does want to be a good father and Pinocchio to be a good son. It's just that he's making all of the worst decisions in order to make that happen. Ironic that he wants Pinocchio to be a good boy, which avoids lying, which, yeah, people don't tend to like lying, but that's how you demonstrate your humanity in this game. Sorry, Geppetto. Regarding humanity, though, there is almost never a reason to tell the truth unless you're just looking for flavor. There is the payoff of revealing to Eugenie that her brother was Alidoro, but outside of that, it really comes off like you should lie for everything else in the game. from unlocking that final weapon to being able to unlock any ending but the default one where you massacre everybody. But either way, this game is worth multiple playthroughs anyway. And as much as I enjoyed its connections to Pinocchio, how about that tease for the Wizard of Oz at the end? Or, if we're going based on written material, maybe not the Wizard of Oz. Maybe the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. And if they go that route, do you think they're going to stick with the first book? Or do you think they're going to go with the, 14 books that Frank Baum wrote? There's a whole universe to explore in that one. You could go crazy. And not only that, but our conduit to the wonderful, Wizard of Oz, might sort of be a Dark Souls reference. All of our stargazers have been blue, and we have this one broken one that's yellow or gold, and it's been speculated online that that'll be the way to get into the DLC, and that's very Dark Souls 1. You have blue crystal golems, but then there's that one golden one after you beat the Hydra, which has dusk inside, and then you go get the pendant in the Duke's Archives, and you come back to that location, and you can finally enter the Artorias Abyss DLC. I don't know if this is an intentional Souls reference with the blue and the gold, but it would be a cute little nod if so. By the way, even outside of written material, we have Giangio, who turns out to be Paracelsus, the real-life alchemist Paracelsus, who created the very first homunculus. I mean, okay, he didn't actually create life in a lab, but he is famous for being among the first, if not the first, to make the attempt. That's rather interesting. I wonder why he's so interested in fairy tale lands. He said he found the new form of life with the puppets. I don't know what he's going to get out of Oz. The ruby slippers? Although in the book they were silver shoes? I don't know. One last thing I'll point out, by the way, is that I really enjoyed that there were two primary enemy types. You thought the puppets going crazy and killing everybody like the movie Westworld was bad enough? Wait until you realize that they're actually trying to protect against the real threat, the carrion, who just scream and run at you at top speed, and that's the first enemy type. It was a really fascinating thing to see. We're through the puppets. Oh, it only gets worse from here. And this is even before we stopped the King of Puppets, but after, those carrion got worse and worse. The giant scorpion ones with the skulls, hoo boy. But overall, this was a fantastic experience, and I loved playing it. And thank you very much for watching this. I hope that you enjoyed LP's LP of L of P as much as I enjoyed playing it. Now, as for our next game, it's going to be a FromSoft title, but I bet you won't guess which one. Until next time, everyone.